Hey there, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can add a full screen background image to your Articulate Storyline projects. This video will be the first of a total of 3 videos where I will expand on this and show you how you can create a transparent player to truly immerse your learners into the learning experience, and also how you can add a video which will take up the entire background of your Articulate Storyline projects. So to kick off, I have created a blank project here with some simple elements on the project so that when we publish, we can see some elements on the slide. To get started, what we'll do is first adjust some of the player settings and triggers. So to do that, we will jump down to our settings wheel and remove the default buttons and gestures from the project. Once you've done that, we will jump up to the player settings. In today's example, I'm using the classic player. These solutions will work with both players, and in the following video, I will show you what you need to do to set up the modern player. So focusing on the classic player, I've already turned off the menu, the title, the volume, and captions. So I have removed all the elements which sit outside of the main project. This allows us to maximize the real estate and present a really clean solution to our learners. Once you've removed those elements from the player, we want to then jump into Colors and Effects, Show Advanced Color Editing, and go to the base. We then want to adjust the transparency of each of the items from main background down to slide background to 100% transparency. Once you've adjusted those items, we'll click OK. Now the way this image is going to be retrieved is through an execution of JavaScript Trigger. I've already got the code from another project which I've worked on, so I'll jump into that project now and grab that code so that we can then create the trigger. Okay, so now that I've got my code, we will go to our trigger panel and select Create a New Trigger. We want the action to be an Execute JavaScript Trigger. We will do this when the timeline starts on this slide. Now to add in the script for the JavaScript, we want to click on the ellipsis. And I'll post in my script. Now there are a couple of ways you can go about doing this. You can have a background image which is coded into the overall player by editing the HTML5 file which Storyline provides you. In this example, I'm using JavaScript, which will retrieve this image for the Storyline file when the timeline starts. The pro of doing it this way is that you can rerun this JavaScript at any time throughout your project and call on a different image. So, once your learner jumps into the course, they may see the first image. But once the learner then jumps into a section within your course, whether it is a knowledge section or a quiz, you can pull in a different image to enhance the experience once your learner is within that section. Additionally, in terms of JavaScript, you can also copy your image into the source file, which Storyline provides you. However, in this example, I'm going to retrieve the image by using a web URL. So what we'll do is jump into my image repository and grab that image. In today's example, I'm using an image repository called Cloudinary. There are tons of image repositories out there on the web, or you may have an image which you like to pull from perhaps your company's website. If you are keen to learn more about Cloudinary, feel free to let me know by posting into the comment section below, and I will create a tutorial on how to use Cloudinary and some of the unique pros, which I will also be covering in the following video when we create a transparent player. So moving on, down the bottom here we can see my image URL. So I'm just going to copy that address and jump back into Storyline. From here, all we want to do is remove the current URL, which is in the file, with the new URL. The remainder of the code, we will just leave how they are in this example, as they're not really relevant to changing the image style for us. However, just to quickly run over what the code means, we have the background size, we want that to cover the entire screen or the entire browser. And in this example, we don't want the image to repeat itself. Once we've done that, we will click OK, OK again, and now we will publish this project. In this example, I'm just going to publish this project to my desktop. Okay, wonderful. So now let's jump in and have a look at the output of what we've just created. Okay, wonderful. So here we go. We have the output of the project that we've just created. So we can see that we have a full screen background image, and then within the center, we have our project. So what I will do is I will post in the comment section the code that you will need for your execute JavaScript trigger within Storyline. As I mentioned, this video is part of a 3-part series. The first one, we just run over how to create a full screen background image. The second video will focus on using Cloudinary to adjust and apply transformations to our image without using an image editing platform. And then using that image and articulate storyline to create a transparent player. The final video will focus on creating a transparent player and using a video to take up the background of the project, so where the image currently is sitting. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out or post them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will chat with you guys later.